All right, y'all. Welcome back to another batch juice prep, y'all. It's watermelon season, and so I absolutely love watermelon season. Why? Because watermelon is an absolutely powerful fruit. Okay, an absolutely powerful fruit. Did y'all hear that? An absolutely powerful fruit. Couldn't even get it out. I'm so excited. So I got this watermelon. Actually, it's a seeded watermelon red. I actually got it for $3. So, $3, that's what I got this watermelon for. So I'm going to be juicing it. I'm excited about it because it's the first watermelon of the season that I'm getting it. So I'm a little excited about it. Y'all want to smell it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pair this watermelon with some pineapple. All right, it is not time for my cycle just quite yet, but when it is, y'all, I think I'm gonna get some watermelon and pair it with some beets and pineapple. All right, this one is not overly sweet, which is why they had it for like $3 or $4 because they said it's better for juicing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this bad boy in here. I got 2 pineapples I'm going to pair it with. And pineapples are really good because they have this thing called bromelain. And it is very helpful for those of you when you're on your cycle for cramps, scar tissue. I have some lime. I have a little ginger. We're going to get this watermelon ready for the juice. Y'all tap the screen on TT. Let me know you here. And if you're on YT, y'all, or FB, welcome to the Wellness with Jovonnie channel, platform, and vibes, y'all. It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie. And I started a reset the other week, y'all. The last juice prep last week, I told y'all I needed to do a reset. I was in that push through pattern. I got caught up in just pushing through, not truly preparing, not being present, not being mindful as much, not really living in a rhythm when it comes to my healing journey. And if you're new to the vibes, juicing was something I started in 2023, back in January, late January into February 2023 with my mom, who was having some health issues. She was looking at a lot of different juicing videos, juicing content. So I started looking up, doing some research when it came to different juices. Didn't even get it all into the benefits. I just started getting into the juicing. I had originally got into it maybe back in like 2020. I think it was like 2014. I did juice in 2014, but something that really like turned me off from juicing was that I had to get so much fruits and vegetables, and it wasn't yielding me that much juice. So on this channel, you are going to definitely see me get the most out of my juice. All right. I love batch juice prepping. I want to juice one time for the whole week. All right. One time for the whole week is the vibe. And so I always like to be mindful of what fruits and vegetables yield me the most juice. All right. The most juice. And I am originally from the South, so I am more of a sweet type of person. So I like sweet drinks. I grew up on Kool-Aid and sweet tea, mostly sugar, if you know what I mean. And so it has definitely been a journey to find different healthy alternatives to my drink. So y'all tell me what your favorite drink is in the comment. What's your favorite drink? Talk to me. You ain't got to talk healthy, talk real. All right. What's your favorite go-to drink? In the comments, let me know. Let me know, though. Let me know, though. In the comments, let me know what's your favorite drink. Let me know what's your favorite drink. What's your favorite drink? And it don't have to be your favorite juice, just your favorite drink. I want to know. 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 All right, y'all. So we're just going to do this one watermelon, and I have 2 pineapples I'm going to pair it with. I have some lime and some ginger. I always like to add lime and ginger for the anti-inflammatory benefits, helping with the bloating, helping with the pain. There we go, y'all. Let me know I'm listening. I'll be looking in the chat. Ooh, it's juicy. That's what we got so far. And you see the juice picture, no Kool-Aid picture. Woo! Getting a little splash action. It's already overflowing in the juicer. My go-to juicer, y'all, is the Nama J2. I've been rocking with it. It's been the one I've had for the last 3 years. And so it has been a vibe for me. Love the large shoot. Let me see. I'm looking. Favorite drink. Okay, I see the favorite juice over here on YT, watermelon, beets, and pineapples. Interesting. It is an interesting combo, but it's really good for those of you on your menstrual cycle. Definitely a vibe. I really love watermelon, pineapple. I think it was watermelon, pineapple, beets, and carrots. Make almost like a fruit punch kind of juice. So if you're a fruit punch person, I have never been a fruit punch person at all. So if you're a fruit punch person, you might want to try that combo. All right, you might want to try that combo. If you're just looking for healthier alternatives when it comes to drinking, when it comes to juicing, different juice recipes, maybe smoothie recipes, maybe you don't have a juice, maybe you don't like the work of a juice. Again, you see we're almost done and it's only what, 6 minutes? And this is going to be enough juice for the week. You can make this last for the week. I use 24-ounce jars, and some people get 12 ounces of juice a day. All right, so one jar could be 2 days for you. I typically like to drink at least 1 jar a day. So I like to get in 24 ounces of juice, which is a vibe for me. Y'all, I almost put the peel. In the juicer, which you can, but that wasn't where I was going for. I was trying to get that lime in there real quick. Gotta hurry up because it's overflowing and my hands are juicy. Look at that, y'all. We almost done. And the watermelon is still coming through. The watermelon juice is still coming through. And our picture is up here. Our picture is up here. I'm looking, I'm seeing, trying to see what I see. Favorite drink in the combo, Here we go. All right, y'all, this is it for the watermelon. All we got left is the pineapple. We did a lime too. All right, definitely got a lime. Oh, y'all, I don't know. I have to just go ahead and pour the watermelon juice in the glass jars and then add the pineapples to it. All right, add the pineapples to it. We gonna see. So y'all, back in 2019, I was headed to work. In that time, I would say I was in a push-through pattern again, pretty much in just survival mode. I was headed to work. I got some debilitating pelvic pain that caused me to lose slight control of my vehicle. And on the right-hand side of me in that right-hand lane was an 18-wheeler coming up. And that pain really caught me by surprise. I had never felt that debilitating pelvic pain before in my life, especially when it made me weak at a certain particular point in time. I ended up going to the emergency room. And when I was in the emergency room, I ended up getting a CT scan, ultrasound. They suspected something called endometriosis. Instead, I had a large cyst on my right ovary. Had no idea I had any cysts on my ovaries. Knew nothing about it. That led me to March 2020 when I had surgery. 4 hours of surgery led to a stage 4 endometriosis diagnosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovary syndrome, which I later found out was the reason why my body was experiencing irregular periods. I didn't always have periods every single month. Irregular periods, unwanted facial hair that I saw many women in my family have. So I just thought it was hereditary, never knowing that it had anything to do with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, or hormones. My body was communicating to me. I knew nothing of that. Sort. And they found 2 small fibroids at the time of my surgery. So I was like, ooh, what was really happening? At first, I was a little upset that my body was betraying me, because with somebody with a health background, y'all, I went to school for health promotion, got my bachelor's in health promotion, health education, public health, got my master's in health administration. And no, nothing stood out to me in a way that said your body communicates to you. The symptoms that you're experiencing, things that are not normal, fatigue, irregular periods, pelvic pain, painful bowel movements during your cycle. No one ever told me or taught me that those things were not normal, but I normalized them because they were my norm. And that was big for me. So I don't know if there's anything that your body has been communicating with you since years ago, childhood, and you ever felt like, okay, this ain't it, but this is all I really know. This ain't it, but this is all I ever really know. That's was something that I had to really reflect on during my healing journey, when I had to realize what was happening on the inside of my body, even though it was showing up in physical symptoms. And so I don't know if there's anybody out there who has normalized exhaustion, pelvic pain, period pain, fatigue, burnout, normalizing stress because you're taking care of everybody else and not necessarily prioritizing you or taking the time to truly care for you. Maybe you're someone who's tired of advocating for yourself and telling people that the pain that you're in isn't normal and you need some help, and no one's really helping you or understanding what's going on because you don't know what's going on or what you're advocating yourself for. And so if you're one of those people, I want you to know that your pain is real, your experiences are real, and you deserve real help. All right. But what I would also say is, what can you do to help you? And so I really want us to really get into a space. I know it's Mental Health Awareness Month, to get in a space where we're really taking care of ourselves. All right. On a whole nother level. And it could be simple. Just like this reset taught me. I'm just juicing, y'all. I'm getting in some fruits, some vegetables. I'm getting my hydration together. It's simple. I didn't say I'm out here walking 4 miles, juicing, eating low carb, doing this, doing that. Like, keep it simple. You deserve a simple life. You deserve to live in a healing rhythm where you give yourself grace, all right, for all the things that you've gone through, what you're going through. But at the same time, y'all, you don't got to be perfect. Healing is a journey, not a destination. Healing is the journey, not a destination. All right. There's so much that we've gone through in life that we haven't processed, that we haven't reflected on. There's so many different childhood experiences that have really left a mark on how we're living and how we're going through this thing called life. All right, y'all. That was our 2 pineapples. We're about overflow. Shout out to everybody who went to church today. We're about overflow with our juice. This is 1 watermelon, 2 pineapples, a lime, and I need to see if I can get some ginger in here. Go around. I got a little pineapple stuck at the top. Let's see if it gets down there. I have to adjust it. Got a little ginger in this thing, Y'all, if you want to identify what pattern is mostly fueling your exhaustion, your pain, your burnout, and you're not quite sure where in your life that is causing it from the root cause, you can go to forwardvibrations.me and take the Spot Your Triggers quiz. Absolutely free. Free. I just want you to be a little bit more aware of yourself, because once you're aware of how you're living, you're able to make the changes, all right? And the changes that you want to make, because it's your healing, it's your journey, all right? So here we go. Got some ginger in there now. And it looks like we're about good to go. with the pineapple. That will still get a little rotate on. Y'all, again, watermelon, hydrating, lots of benefits. I actually have an orange watermelon I'm going to cut too as well and see how sweet it is. Y'all let me know how many jars of juice do you think we're going to get out of one watermelon, 2 pineapples in the comments. How many jars are we going to get? How many jars are we going to get? Is that a Nama J2? It is. It is. It is. It is. Let me check y'all out. Let me check y'all out in the comments. Let me see what's happening. Kind of juicy you have. It's the Nama J2. I like to keep it simple. It was my norm for over 20 years. Yes. Yes, it is not normal at all. We got 7 jars. How many we got? 7 jars. 7 jars. So watermelon, beets, pineapples. Interesting. 20 years of pelvic pain, heavy periods, because it was your norm. Healing is a journey, not a destination. That is true. All right, y'all. So I had to go ahead and start pouring out some of the watermelon juice so I can make more room for some more pineapple juice in the pitcher. Y'all let me know how many do you think we're going to get. Again, this was watermelon, 1 watermelon, 2 pineapple, 2 pineapples, some ginger, and 1 lime. All right, ginger and 1 lime. And I'm using 24-ounce jars. I think we're going to be able to get it all in this picture too. I can smell some of the ginger. The pineapple smells really good. Hopefully the pineapple is really sweet, which would definitely be a vibe. You don't have to strain it. I just like to strain it. I'm not a huge pulp person, and it pretty much does a really good job anyway. But I'm not a pulp person. Comment pulp in the comments if you like pulp in your juice, because that ain't me. But I love to recognize you. Again, y'all got to do what's best for you. I'm looking in the comments because I am now on 3. I feel like we're going to get at least 6 or 7 jars. Okay, I see a pulp lover in here. Pulp, I see you. Stay. Let's go. 7 jars. All right, I see 7 jars over here. 7.5. Okay, 8 jars. Pulp, 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 pulp. Okay. Yeah, guess what I did not do? I did not stir. I don't think I stirred this one. But it's going to be okay because we're going to give it a little shakety shake. Y'all, we are on jar number 5. If you have not subscribed, y'all go ahead and hit subscribe for me. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a juice live or a podcast episode. Y'all drops every week. The Empire Plates Empire Lives podcast. It is your space, your empowerment space to let you know that you can give yourself permission to heal on your terms. All right, naturally, holistically, heal on your terms. So it is the space for you to get your permission. Here we go, y'all. We are overflowing with the juice vibes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 jars, y'all. That means you got enough juice. That was 1 watermelon, 2 pineapples. All right. The watermelon I got was $3. Seeded watermelon, $3. All right, $3. And then I don't remember the amount for the pineapples, but I'll definitely take a look. And that was how long, y'all? Less than 20 minutes. 20 minutes, you got enough juice for the whole week. 20 minutes, juice for the whole week. Put the number 20 in the comments. 20 minutes. So somebody will say juice and take forever. That was 20 minutes, and you got enough juice for the whole week. Again, you can drink 1 24-ounce jar a day just to start your day. just to start the day. I love watermelon juice because of the energy that it gives me and the hydration. I am not somebody who likes to drink a whole bunch of water. So energy, hydration definitely helps with the good flow on the cycle. Add some beets to it. We're going to cut up this orange one and see what it's like. See if it's really orange or yellow. If it's orange or yellow, we're going to do another juice. And I am going to see the other juice that I get, y'all. I'm not going to juice my red diamond. What I'm going to do is with the red diamond, I'm going to make like a cucumber or watermelon salad. So I'm going to chop up some cucumbers and put it in there with the watermelon and make a cucumber water salad. So I'm not going to juice all my watermelon. I do like eating watermelon. Y'all tell me what you like to put on your watermelon when you eat it. I grew up with salt on my watermelon. Let's see. Y'all, this look like a yellow. They said orange. It's looking like a yellow watermelon. Oh, no, it's orange. It's orange. And if you are new, check out Wellness with Jovonnie on YouTube. If you're over on TT, I did lives last year. I did some lives last year, and I broke down the different nutritional benefits of orange watermelon, yellow watermelon, red watermelon. So definitely check those out. If you're on YT, check the show notes. There's a plant-based alternative guide. In that guide are so many different recipes, juice recipes, smoothie recipes, meal recipes. But most importantly, it breaks down fruits, vegetables, grains, and tells you the nutritional benefits that you get from them. All right, so if you want to just make healthier swaps. I grew up on white rice. Now I've enjoyed and really like black rice and the benefits that black rice provides, and really that it's grain and whole food. So it's really good to really just see the nutritional benefits that you get, that your body will appreciate when it comes to just swapping out certain aspects of your favorite foods and meals. All right, different herbs and spices. So that's the plant-based alternative guide. Again, head over to the show notes if you're watching on YouTube, on the YT, and get your nutritional benefits on, because your relationship with food is essential to your healing. All right, it truly is. It's not all of it. It's not all of it, but it is very important. So what you're eating definitely plays a part on how you're feeling and how you're navigating through this thing called life. All right. So here we go. We got 3 jars left. Let's see what we can do. It's the seeds. They're the seeds. Ooh. With this orange watermelon. Let's get it on. It is juicy. I don't know if y'all can see all that juice coming through. But it is juicy. Something that I really have enjoyed is helping other women who have normalized pelvic pain. I had one client who used to bleed out in about 30 minutes to an hour, 2 pads, be in debilitating pelvic pain every day, not just during her cycle. And being able to help her on her healing journey. She was someone who was dependent almost on dairy in every meals. Definitely a caregiver who prioritized taking care of everyone else, who did some research to really figure out what was going on with her body, her life, trying things differently, but being able to work together and identify some different alternatives when it comes to eating, with body scans, when it comes to tension, when it comes to managing and eliminating stress. when it comes to how to move intentionally to where your body responds. All of those different components play a huge part in how you're healing. And I was helping her before she even got an official diagnosis of what was actually happening in her body. She ended up being diagnosed with adenomyosis, but it was something she had been experiencing since she was a child, going to the emergency room, having a lot of different pain. But now her periods are 5 days. She's using ultra thin pads. So it is truly possible for you to really start to live in alignment and in a rhythm that your body responds to when you give yourself permission to actually heal and try things differently. All right. And it's not just up and changing your whole life, but it's really just figuring out some ways that you can make some changes to heal and live a little differently on your terms. Don't try to be out here living and changing and doing all these things everybody else is doing that doesn't align with you. Okay. Y'all, the juice is juicing and it's not going all into the pitcher. It's all good. It's still overflowing. Again, y'all, I hope y'all see how easy it is to yield a lot of juice from watermelon. All right. Again, I am not one who likes to use too many fruits and vegetables that don't give me enough juice, but I will use some for the nutritional benefits. But I also don't like to use a whole bunch of different ingredients. I like to simplify it. When me and my mom first started, we used to have so many different ingredients in all of our juices, and it was just starting to become a little overwhelming. And that's when I was like, you know what, Mom? I'm going to take a juicing certification course, and I'm going to educate myself on the proper way to juice, the proper way to really get the most health benefits out of it. So we're just not out here just buying stuff and throwing it into juices. So I did a juicing certification. After I did the juicing certification, then I went and I took a functional nutrition class. And I already took nutrition in college, but I had someone on the podcast come in and really talk about functional nutrition, and it really like intrigued me. And I got really curious, and I was like, okay, functional nutrition, I like the sound of this. It's like eating with a purpose and understanding why to get in your chia seeds and your flax seeds and what you're really getting from this grain or this fruit and this vegetable versus just eat your fruits and vegetables. Like I just love the intentionality of better understanding why those things were important. So do some research. Get curious enough about yourself, your healing, and your body to where you don't just listen to everybody else, but you really educate yourself. All right. But then also understand that some people have already educated themselves so they can help you and help your family. Y'all see the juice coming out. It's going all over the place because it's juicy. I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I see we're getting all this juice. I just put a lime in there. I'm about to do some ginger. But we running out of jars. We are running out of jars, y'all. We are running out of jars. Y'all, thank y'all for tapping the screen for me on TT. I really appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube and if you're on TT and you tap in on YouTube, definitely go and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited about getting back into this healing rhythm and getting back into juicing with y'all because it's really a vibe. Makes me feel like I'm not doing this by myself. Makes me feel like y'all out here vibing too. Y'all with it. Got some more ginger, y'all. I'm gonna put some ginger in there for that one. So we did some lime and we did some ginger. We're running out of jars, y'all. And this next one I'm gonna cut up and I'm gonna put with the cucumbers, y'all. So it's gonna be really sweet, but I got the moon. I think not the moon and the stars. I got the red diamond. So I'll show it to y'all real quick and then I'll let y'all go get ready for the week. Because I want y'all to have an overcoming week. But I was told that how you know they're sweet is if it has these webbings. All right. So they say the bee has pollinated it or whatever. So I was told that from a local produce person. That, and then they say, look at the stem right here. And if it's brown, then that means that it's about ready and it's ripe. If it's still like green, then it still has a little process to go through. So This red diamond, I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to eat it with some cucumber. So a watermelon cucumber salad. I might throw a little dressing on it. I don't know. But I love salt on my watermelon. I don't know how y'all like y'all watermelon, but I like a little salt on my watermelon. So I'm going to cut that up and put that on a little salad. Or just eat it as is. So don't be afraid to eat your fruit too. You don't got to just juice it. Don't be afraid to eat your fruit too. I am doing a better job with that. I was not someone who loved eating fruit. When I did eat fruit, it was only like grapes, watermelon, apples, and that was about it. Like I didn't eat any other fruit whole besides those. And so being able to juice some fruits that I typically don't eat, maybe it's the texture, maybe I never even really tried the fruit before. And now knowing what I know about the benefits you get from fruits and vegetables, I should be eating, different types of fruits and vegetables based on how my body's communicating with me, whether it's fatigue, whether it's pelvic pain, who knows how your body, whether you're getting a little cough and you're congested and you're like, oh, I need some pineapples to help with my lungs. Like just all the things, y'all. Just all the things of really figuring out what fruits, what vegetables, what herbs, what affirmations, what thoughts, what feelings, what beliefs are just not serving me right now that my body is saying, I ain't with it. Let's see. That's nice. It got a subtle hint. The ginger. Can't really get the lime as much. But definitely, I know once it's cold, I'm going to be turning this bad boy up. So we running out of jars, y'all. So I might just have to put the top on the pitcher and put it on in the refrigerator until I finish the juice. You can freeze juice. I typically drink all of mine, so they don't even need no freezer because that's just how I do. That's just how I do. All right, y'all. So here we go. We did this thing. 32 minutes. We got pretty much almost 2 weeks worth of juices. So if you are all by yourself, you got a lot of juice that we just made. This is probably another jar or two left. So we probably got about 4 or 5. 4 or 5. I actually might have another thing, about 4 or 5 more jars of juice. For the orange, and that was just one. This orange watermelon cost me it was $14 for this orange. All right, it was $14 for this seeded red diamond. And it was only $3 for the one watermelon that we had that we combined with the pineapple juice. So you can see it's already starting to separate a little bit. All right. So y'all head over to forwardvibrations.me, forward vibrations with an S, forwardvibrations.me. Take the Spot Your Triggers quiz. All right, take the Spot Your Triggers quiz. If you're looking for the nutritional benefits and how you can make healthy swaps and get all the things that you need for your health, your habits, and your healing, go into the show notes on YT or FB and check out the plant-based alternative guide. You can go to forwardvibrations.com and get that too. It's a digital guide, so definitely go ahead and check it out. But most importantly, go take that quiz because it's FREE free. And I want you to identify what pattern are you stuck in that is truly fueling your inflammation, that's fueling your pain, that's fueling your fatigue, that you know you're ready to break out of. All right. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit follow on TT. Make sure you hit subscribe on YT. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And most importantly, thanks for vibing with me, y'all. Have an overcoming week. Let's go. Show yourself some love this week, y'all. Get your juice on.